I already paid for this room. What do you mean it's canceled?
I'm sorry, sir, but we cannot accommodate you tonight.
The storm hit the city just as Devin Hart stepped out of his town car, the rain slicing sideways like it had a personal vendetta. No one who saw him, dressed in a plain black hoodie, jeans, and drenched sneakers, would have guessed he was the CEO of the Heartline Hotel Group, owner of the very hotel he was walking into. He'd spent the entire day visiting construction sites and community centers his company funded. No entourage, no press, just him. And now all he wanted was to quietly check into one of his penthouse suites and sleep like a rock. But the lobby was packed. A pipe had burst in the old wing, and tourists and locals alike were scrambling for last-minute rooms. Behind the counter stood a young receptionist, mid-20s, trembling but determined, as she tried to help everyone at once. "Next, please," she said, voice stretched thin. Devin stepped forward. "I'd like a room for the night." She took one look at his soaking clothes, his lack of luggage, and the mud splattered up his shins. Her expression tightened just slightly, the kind of micro-reaction people think others don't notice. "I'm sorry, sir," she said, her tone turning overly formal. "We, require a card on file before we can proceed. And a valid ID." He smiled politely. "Of course. Here." She glanced at his ID, paused, then squinted, confused. "Sir, this can't be real." He raised an eyebrow. "Which part?" "This says, you're Devin Hart. As in, my boss's boss's boss." Her voice cracked. "But sir, you're wearing a hoodie," he offered. She looked mortified. "No, I mean, yes, but also, why would someone like you check in like this?" Before he could answer, a man in a sharp suit pushed in front of them. "Move," the man snapped at Devin. "Let someone paying real money get a room." The receptionist flinched. "Sir, please, there's a line. Do you see what he looks like?" The suited man barked. "He's probably here to get warm. Just let him stand aside." For a split second, Devin considered revealing who he was. Putting the man in his place. Throwing his weight around. But the receptionist, despite being frazzled and overwhelmed, stepped between them. "Sir," she said firmly to the suited man, he was next. "Please step back. And keep your voice down." The man scoffed. "Unbelievable. I spend thousands here every year." Devin watched her, this young woman protecting a stranger she thought had nothing. Kindness is usually loudest when someone's under pressure, he thought. After a tense moment, the man stepped back, grumbling. The receptionist exhaled shakily and returned to Devin. "I'm so sorry. I really am. I shouldn't have doubted your ID. Today has been rough." "Rough days happen," he said gently. "And for what it's worth, thank you. You handled that incredibly well." She looked startled. "You're not mad." He shook his head. "Not even a little." She began tapping into the computer, hands still trembling from adrenaline. "Let me at least upgrade you. We actually have one penthouse suite open. I'll comp it for the trouble." "Don't comp it," he said quietly. "Just book it." She blinked. "But, sir, it's fine." As she finished the check-in, the suited man returned, louder, angrier. "This is ridiculous. I want the manager. Now." He slammed his hand on the desk, and the receptionist winced. Devin's voice cut in, calm but authoritative. "No need to call anyone. I'm standing right here." The man turned. "Who the hell are you?" He froze. Devin slowly pulled down his hoodie. The lighting caught his face just right, revealing the features plastered across business magazines and hotel plaques worldwide. The man paled. The receptionist's mouth fell open. Devin looked at her, only her, and smiled warmly. "You handled everything perfectly," he said. "Thank you for doing your job with integrity." The suited man stuttered, "Mr. Hart, I didn't know." "That's the point," Devin said softly. "You never know who you're talking to. So talk to people like they matter." Silence swept through the lobby. Then something unexpected happened. The receptionist's eyes welled, not from embarrassment this time, but from relief. Someone had finally seen her. Not as the girl behind the counter, but as a real person trying her best in a chaotic world. "Sir," she whispered, I really needed to hear that today." Devin nodded. "We all do sometimes." He slid his keycard into his pocket and turned toward the elevators, dripping, exhausted, but suddenly lighter, too. Behind him, the lobby felt different. Calmer. Kinder. Like a small shift had happened, invisible but real. And as the elevator doors closed, Devin thought, funny how the biggest moments in a day can come from the smallest acts of humanity.